More on the urgent recovery efforts following Hurricane Harvey. As we mentioned, more than 185,000 homes are damaged or destroyed. About 80% of homeowners impacted by the storm do not have flood insurance, and 550,000 people have registered for FEMA so far. Let's go back to Michael, who's there in Houston. So many people in need of so much help there, Michael.
You're absolutely right, Robin. And as you said, and as we've said, hundreds of thousands of people have lost their homes here. And, you know, we had a chance to go home. I had a chance to go home with one family, the Benjamins. And as you can see from this piece, it's really clear that the road to recovery is just beginning for this family.
Do you stay in here and possibly drown?
Mindy Benjamin's family is one of the thousands in Houston with no place to call home.
Where do you go once you exit, you know, and the water is already to your chest?
The hardworking mom said the hardest hit came after Hurricane Harvey destroyed her house.
One of the worst feelings as a parent is feeling helpless. You know, you're supposed to be there to protect them. And at that moment, I didn't feel like I could do that.
It was just a week ago that she was trapped inside a rapidly flooding home, her children at her side.
My mom was crying. I just gave her a big hug. And I just told her I love her.
The water rising, stranded for 14 hours before help finally arrived.
So this is home. What's left of it?
They've returned to what's left of their house.
I mean, this is
literally
your life.
Everything.
Literally everything.
But my babies are safe.
Your babies are safe.
And that's what's important.
And you're safe.
Trying to salvage what they can, but they can't stay here.
But it's been day to day, changing hotels, calling, hoping you find a place. Like, it was just maybe 30, 45 minutes ago, I finally found somewhere that we're going to stay tonight.
550,000 victims have now applied for financial assistance from FEMA, including Benjamin. She was approved for a one-time $500 payment, but still hasn't received it.
So no assistance so far in any of this, and you're renting
Right.
this house, but you had renter's insurance.
I have renter's insurance.
But did it cover flooding?
Not a thing.
But one thing's clear,
Couldn't have done it
this
without.
mom's love for her family
I told myself.
is strong enough to weather any storm.
But like I vowed to them, we're going to get through this.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
It's all right, Mama. It'll be okay. Well, I'm being joined now by Kevin Hannes, who is the Federal Coordinating Officer for FEMA in response to Hurricane Harvey. And Kevin, I want to thank you for coming in with it this morning. And there's so many victims out there, like the family, the Benjamin family that we just saw. So what is the important thing for victims to know on how to apply for aid from FEMA?
Well, Michael, thanks for having us, and thanks for allowing us to really talk about how to get the word out so people can get the assistance they need. First and foremost, they're not victims, they're survivors. Survivors are able to not only have us help them, but they're able to help their community. As you saw during the response, it was Texan helping Texan. In fact, we had folks from Louisiana, the Cajun Navy, coming over and helping during the response. But now is that critical time where we move from response to recovery. And they need to go to disasterassistance.gov, call our number 1-800-621-3362 or 621-FEMA. Start that registration process and let us start helping them work through this recovery.
And I talked to Mrs. Benjamin. She said she had been turned down for help from FEMA. So what are some of the reasons that may be behind that for some of these families, if that's the case?
Several reasons they can do it. They could have a duplicate registration in there. We may be missing some critical information from her. We will reach out and contact her and make sure she has the right information in there. But it's important that we get the right information in the system so that we can get them the maximum assistance they can. So never take the first no. There's always appeals that can be done, and we can work with each individual family to maximize that.
So you can appeal that process, and I know a lot of families are in hotels, they're displaced. A lot say that a lot of the hotels now won't honor vouchers, so what do those families do now?
Well, we don't give vouchers for us. So what we have established through the state of Texas, our strong partner, is called Transitional Shelter Assistance, where once they register with us, they're given a PIN number, they're able to go to a local hotel. FEMA picks up the tab for the hotel. So we're paying the hotel, and we actually pay the government rate. We've worked that out with the hotel. So call us. We can help get you out of a congregate shelter into a hotel.
And then there's also a $500 immediate assistance for a lot of families out there. What is that designed to help with?
That's designed to give them some cash to, purchase some new clothing, that they left their homes with nothing, help them with getting initial food. But it's just that initial tranche to get them started. We're able to provide additional assistance for them as they register with us.
And there's so much help needed here in the city of Houston. So what can you tell us about the steps and the process that FEMA has made here so far?
Well, across the whole coast of Texas, from B County all the way through Orange County, they're suffering the same impacts. So it's just not Houston. Houston, has the ability to get the media here, but we got to remember across the entire coast, we're doing that. And so we're bringing in disaster recovery centers. We'll have insurance specialists in here. We'll have inspectors in here. We're working very closely with the state of Texas to develop a housing solution to house all these people until they can get them permanently back into their homes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Kevin. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it.